Start. Ain't no big deal. Bought my first house.
Yo. Second. What's good? We back for another episode of Players Choice College Football. The nasty host man, Bama, is back. You know what I'm saying? The nastiest host in PC. Get real nasty. To the bottom, we got my boy Nick.
What's good?
What's real good, y'all? Nick, fake Nick. I don't know what Nick. It's one of them Nicks though. You a Nick though.
Hey, I'm the fake Nick. Hey, I ain't sugar daddy Nick. I'm just the fake.
You ain't sugar daddy Nick, babe.
No man. Hey, I'm just the fake Nick.
Yeah. We got the sugar daddy tight end though. I know you a sugar daddy. Trent.
Oh, that's
what's up, Trent.
Now what's
Trent
up,
on
bro?
here.
I'm gonna wait till you do all the introductions, but you gotta make an apology though, bro.
I ain't apologizing to shit. Fuck Brian Kelly. Fuck Pete Golden. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm calling for Pete Golden job every week until he's
telling you, bro. Like all that shit you was saying about the Brian Kelly and all that, and
it was horrible. He lost. Is that true? All right, I'm gonna keep going, bro. We got a special guest in here tonight, Travis.
What's good
with you, baby? How you
What's
doing,
good?
Man?
Here back another week. This is my second week in a row, I believe.
And I heard what you said, man. You said you just bought a house, bro. Congratulations, bro.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I was 23 and bought a house.
Congrats, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome right there, man. For real. And
Coach Mark.
Tegan.
Coach Mark
Lynch, the nastiest of the nasty of the nasty.
Nah, yeah, you the nastiest one. With
yeah,
that.
you know, you feel nasty.
He got this one. He got
nasty,
this
big nasty boy. I will tell you that.
I'll never forget.
Coach Mark.
Mustache, no beard, it don't matter. The nasty takes are here.
Yeah, DJ, I saw Trey Sanders enter the portal, bro.
That's
gonna
fine.
be nice. He gonna be nice somewhere.
Hey,
yeah, for sure. But Bama gonna find a running back. Come on. What year is McClellan?
Out on injury.
We still got. I was just.
What year is McClellan?
I think McClellan is a sophomore, sophomore, because he tore his ACL, so he one of those where you get.
I looked it up really quick.
What's good, Ben?
Yeah,
but
he's a junior. No, Jace is a junior.
Yeah. Ben.
Yeah, from the block.
So, man, go ahead and get into it. Have a little recap from the games last week. Talk about some of them. We'll start with some of y'all teams, though. So, since you already up here, we'll go ahead and talk to you, Mr. Nick. Y'all was in a dog fight with Illinois, man. But hey,
I can't lie.
You won.
I can't lie.
You won the game.
So my family, right, huge Michigan family. I was like, hey, I can't wait for the Ohio State. I was pulling a Tegan. I was like, hey, I can't wait for the Ohio State game. We're gonna be undefeated. Man, Illinois. Hey, I didn't say all that, but Illinois, man, they were one kick away from beating our ass. So,
hey, but Nick, you know what it is though, dead ass to bro, y'all been frauds since the Chad Henne Mario.
Bro, we ain't frauds, bro.
It's not that y'all fraud. It's just that
we're just not on. Bro, I've always said it. We're just not on that Georgia Bama level. I've been said it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say y'all not frauds, but y'all just y'all good, but y'all been like this.
We just
y'all
don't
been like this is Mike Hart and Chad Henne.
Y'all don't got
always
Blake
had the
Corum
good
next
teams.
No, he gonna play. He gonna play.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say y'all frauds, but y'all just always had the good teams, but y'all need maybe a step or something. I don't know, because I think this Ohio State game, I feel like a turnover, some cap, and that can get ugly. But it can also be in a dogfight, so I don't know.
I feel like, man, Jim Harbaugh, he got that team. To me, they're a pretty physical football team. They play solid defense.
They're like an old style, bro.
Old style. They run the rock. I don't know. It's just something about Jim Harbaugh. He never really got a quarterback. He never got that superstar sexy quarterback. You know what I mean? He always had to deal with, game managers, even in his NFL days. But I feel like Michigan, they was probably looking forward to next week. That's why I'm hoping. But just looking at it, they're a pretty solid football team if you just look at it from just the basis of football to me. Mm-hmm. They run the ball well and they play good defense. I like their DBs. I like their linebackers, front seven. They pretty much sound all across the board on defense. I mean, you can't lie about that.
Yeah. The only thing that worries me is the passing game, bro. Our receivers don't get separation at all.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm about to say
your quarterback's JJ McCarthy is just buns.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm about to say I've seen McCarthy.
He's either good or he's bad,
something
bro.
all year.
Because I ain't gonna lie, the play action works real good, but when you hit the wrong guys, like
you know what really hurt us, bro, was when Cade McNamara got hurt, bro. JJ McCarthy hasn't been running the ball. Like it's just Blake Corum up the middle every play.
Nick, I got a question. I see
What's going on?
I'm sorry.
No, I was about to say quarterback development under Jim Harbaugh has been terrible, bro. It's been awful.
Yes.
Like it's just been bad. JJ McCarthy has all the talent in the world, bro. He just hasn't even got better.
Got
better.
You also haven't had a consistent offensive coordinator in that position for an extended amount of time.
Yeah, bro. We run two, bro. Some of our play calling is some of the worst.
Hey, man, I go over there and play quarterback, man. I get better. I look real good over there. I just need one thing, man. I just need a little extra time after practice with the assistant QB coach.
Oh man,
I'm about to say he's gonna be Alabama's DC and Michigan's quarterback.
Hey, whatever you need, baby. Hey, you need me 300. I promise I will.
Hey, I remember earlier in the year when Michigan beat Maryland by like a touchdown. I said Maryland is going to play Ohio State tough because they play Michigan the next week.
Tua, I'm trying to tell you.
Little Tua was out there slinging that thing. He broke Maryland's all-time passing record, and I think he got one more year, I believe. So, he going to come back.
Nick,
senior year going to go crazy.
I've seen a statistic, I think it was Sunday. Of the top 8 teams, Michigan has the worst win, like the people they faced has the worst win-loss record.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
And then I think it's Clemson after that. But I think their win-loss record Michigan played, so it's pretty much saying their strength of schedule that played prior is very, very weak. Do you think that will go play a factor against Ohio State?
No.
You don't think it? You think because of rivalry week?
Yeah, no, it's not. It only play a factor in the playoff rankings. That's all it does.
And if the USC wins out and wins that Pac-12 and they lose a close one to Michigan, I don't know. I think they put USC in before they put Michigan in.
Yeah, they will.
Well, he said what?
If USC wins versus Notre Dame and wins the Pac-12 championship and Michigan loses.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's fine.
I got an upset when this SEC championship come around. I ain't gonna lie.
You think LSU is gonna beat Georgia?
I think they have a chance to.
I think you're smoking something.
I think they have a chance, but it ain't high. It ain't high.
But you know what's crazy though? You see top left shaking that. He's shaking his head and shit. He said, "I was on that Nick when I said he was gonna beat Bama, right?"
That's him. That's not me.
It don't matter.
I know. I deadass think like no real shit like
Trent. But still though, a 2-point, bro.
They can fight hard and still win. It could be a hard dog fight game.
No one was thinking Alabama was just gonna be that horrible coached, bro. One team I would tell you that's not horribly coached. All them dogs that were cursed.
Y'all think they that bad of a that coach is that bad at Bama right now?
That bad.
Yes.
That bad.
I've been calling for Pete Golden when Bill O'Brien was hired as the offensive coordinator.
I was like, it's not good. I said it's not good.
Texans, I said it's not good. I literally went to
my
dad. My dad's a big Alabama fan. He's one of those ones that don't say a freaking word all game long. Don't say nothing. I told him, I looked at him, I said, it's not going to be – we would not win but maybe one championship while Bill O'Brien's here. Maybe. And that's just because we have all the recruits before he got here. He's not a good coach. There's a reason why he went, 1-15 in Houston last year?
Nasty. That's kind of nasty because he was in Houston.
It's not, though.
Kind of nasty, though. Like, it was
not.
Houston.
He got rid of the whole team.
Deshaun Watson was there.
He got rid of D-Hop.
Yeah.
He let Bill O'Brien walk out the building.
So you saying Bill O'Brien got rid of D-Hop? That's what we saying.
You remember?
That's the same thing. LeBron get rid of his whole team.
We can say the
whole. He literally did.
He got a deal.
He let him know. I can't lie,
he was
bro.
the GM and the coach when he was.
Oh, he was a GM at the time.
Yeah.
Yes, he was the GM and the coach.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's fair enough.
He destroyed that whole team.
Awful.
Yes. That's
why I felt so bad for D-Hop. I was
bro, Bill O'Brien lives off the 2011 Patriots, bro. He went to Penn State after. He wasn't very good at Penn State. He goes to the Texans. The Texans are okay, and then he blows it up and ruins it all, and then he ruins Alabama's offense.
Bro, Trent, just be honest. If you look at Alabama offense, that shit is boring and basic. If Bryce Young don't do that little Houdini bullshit,
I mean,
nobody breaks open. And if Jahmyr Gibbs don't bust out the backfield or McClellan don't bust out the backfield, it's pretty much a boring ass offense.
How long Bill O'Brien been there?
2-3 years.
Bill O'Brien,
2-3 years. Yeah, 2. Because
I thought it was 3.
It's 2020. Because 2020 was
Sark's been head coach. Sark has been head coach for 2 years.
That's right.
I think maybe
when Sark was at Bama.
That offense.
I can't lie.
Sark was another level.
You had eye candy. You had everything.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, y'all had the talent, but the offense y'all had was ridiculous. Though you had
Don't get me wrong. On top of them being ridiculous, they had like crazy play call.
But it looked like back then y'all was just running simple shits that y'all had like them guys on the offensive end. So it just looked like when y'all played Ohio State, they was just running bubbles, just make it seem like if he run that bubble.
Alabama. Hold on, Bama did have some nice concepts.
They had some nice plays, but I'm saying
with Smitty to go to rotate the bag and then
Smitty. The thing with Sark is that he would disguise it very well. He designed it very well. It may be.
I just think like the DJ said in the chat, I think Bama just don't got the receivers this year. That's why.
They don't have the receivers, but
I don't even think they have a receiver.
Bill O'Brien doesn't use motion.
It makes me sick that Harrell has not played.
Bullshit.
It makes me sick.
I don't know why he ain't played at all.
I thought Jermaine Burr was going to be a huge addition.
I thought Jermaine was going to be better, bro.
I thought that boy buns, dropping passes and everything. That's what I'm saying. Like, even when they do be open, they drop passes. So it's like, what you expect Bryce to do, man? He got to go out there and throw.
We really don't have a height. We don't really.
Y'all want him to play safety too.
Either.
What I will say is this week could be Bryce's last game for Ben.
Man, I've been told, folks. I said after that Tennessee game, he was supposed to say he had an injury and couldn't play no more. Change his number and get in contact with every NFL team and don't talk to them niggas no more. That's what I would have did, bro, because I know his back hurt. If he don't do this, just like everybody be looking at him, like every game, it don't matter. Even against LSU, you cannot tell me that wasn't a play of the motherfucking year he pulled off with 3 minutes left. Made 5-6 dudes miss. Throw a dot to Corey Brooks on the money. Defense just out there sleeping. Just let them march the whole way down there. Bryce go get a field goal and then score 7 in overtime just for the defense to let Jaden Daniels score first play. Like, I'm just like, bro, you got. You just can't just sit there and make this up, bro. Like you just can't say, "Oh, Alabama garbage." They just getting out coached, bro.
And Pete Golding put Will Anderson in the worst positions possible.
Worst positions.
I watched the film breakdown about that, dude. They put him in the worst spots.
That's what I'm saying. He had to go, man. So I don't know, bro. Like people can say what they want, bro. I just felt like a lot of them games, we lost to Tennessee by 3. We lost to LSU by 1. That just fall flat out on coaching, bro. Because if it was an athlete thing, we just would have got blew out the waters. Even games even the games that shouldn't have been close was close. Why? Just because of coaching, mental mistakes, stuff that you're supposed to fix, man. Like so, I don't know, man.
Where's Jermaine Burton? He was like one of the
go back to Georgia. Where he need to go back? He out there dropping passes.
Where's Eli?
He had a good game last week. 127 yards, 2 touchdowns, but I mean that's on fucking Austin P. Like,
that's great for Austin P, right?
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, you should have been.
I didn't even watch the game. That's how it went. I just didn't even watch the Bama game.
But anyway, keep moving on. We'll go to Ohio State. They squeak it out, 43-30 versus Maryland. What y'all think about that, man?
They're looking ahead, bro. They're just looking ahead.
Also, what do y'all think about the Heisman race? Because
the Heisman wide open, bro. The Heisman is wide open. I think Caleb Williams gonna win that thing.
That shit is wide open, and I don't know who's gonna win that shit.
I think Caleb Williams gonna win, bro.
But I will
unless CJ Stroud just goes stupid versus us.
But I will say, if we was undefeated still, talk about my bias, my boy Tune would have been in the Heisman consideration because he leading the league leading the country in touchdowns. So. But that's a bummer. But I think
very true.
I think Caleb Williams Shit, who out? Like, CJ Stroud, he gets
Drake. I just don't think Drake.
I think Drake May should be in that convo.
Max Duggan.
He's just not getting it as much. Drake or Max Duggan. No.
Oh, Blake
Drake
Corum.
May is getting.
Drake May is
Corum
performing
too,
like crazy.
but Drake May is being.
Drake May is the
phenomenal
only
for a
reason
freshman.
UNC is any decent, bro.
I mean, if you're gonna put Drake May in that conversation, you might as well go and throw Bryce back in there then.
But Drake May been balling.
Look,
like,
Bama, we are not fixing to do this again.
We got to because,
No,
like I said,
bro,
that offense
Drake May
is
got
Bryce
like
or
40
bust.
touchdowns, bro.
Bryce
Drake
or
May-
bust.
We are not fixing to do this whole he doesn't play nobody thing again.
no, that's nasty. That's don't do that. Don't pull that card, please. That's
Dog,
That's what he pulled last
if
week.
he pulling that card, man, that's nasty as hell. You know that.
What?
I just drove by
Talking about
Baylor.
Drake May hasn't played
Like,
nobody.
If he ain't playing nobody type shit.
Who said that?
I'm saying if you pull that
did.
card, because you be doing that shit for the Big Ten, so I know you probably do that shit for the ACC.
Oh, yeah.
He
What
had.
the hell?
He definitely did. We had this conversation like 2 weeks ago. and
I
he
can't
did
lie,
this.
though. The Big Ten
Before
this
he
year
does-
is ass, bro. The Big Ten this year is 3 decent teams, and the rest of the teams are eh.
Ain't that about every
Nah,
year?
clarify. Big Ten West.
No, the Big Ten West is worse than
I
it's
think
ever
see-
been.
So
Because
probably-
usually
The only
Wisconsin,
teams I think of
Wisconsin is
Michigan-
decent.
Oh, I'm about to say
I would say,
Michigan,
like,
Ohio State, and Penn State are the only 3 I really think of when I think of the Big Ten.
Bo Nix, Bo Nix is not winning the Heisman.
By no means.
So I will say CJ Stroud gotta be in that combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
the
probably gonna be
5 got to be CJ, Drake, Caleb.
Fuck that.
Like-
I'm voting for Bryce.
Right? He has
I'm
no
over
chance.
Bryce has no chance.
It'd be
bro.
fine.
How does Bryce have no chance? But y'all talking about Drake May got a chance?
No,
Because
Drake May don't
his
have a
numbers are
chance,
a
but
lot
his
better.
numbers are crazy.
His numbers are a lot better.
Numbers
And
are
then
way
for real
better.
though, I'm taking Shador over all of them. And
Hey, that
TCU
ain't crazy.
disrespect is crazy.
And they
The
undefeated.
TCU
Hey, that
disrespect
ain't-
is crazy.
Hey, Shador
And they
Sanders
undefeated.
is nice, bro. I don't
He
care
is
what none of y'all
balling
say.
this year. Broke their school record for the most touchdown passes and everything. And Travis is really
He's like that,
unicorn.
bro.
Wow.
Yo, Tegan, why you keep bringing up
Wow.
Max Duggan, bro?
Because he's going to
Yo,
New
can we
York.
have an
If they
honest?
win out,
No.
if they win out, he should
Let's
go
have
to New
an
York.
honest TCU conversation, bro.
No, it's not, because
Why
They
not?
keep winning.
Yeah, they
Why
won
not?
29,
They keep
29,
finding ways
28.
to win.
Hold on.
Nah, they had a-
won
they had a-
29,
keep
28
winning.
to-
That was a crazy ending, bro. They
Yes,
had
that
no
was-
timeouts.
that
They had to
was a
run
wild
the.
ending.
They had to run the field goal
that's
team.
how top. That's how you. That's what top teams do at top. Like doing
That's
that.
what
shit.
well coached teams.
That's a
do.
well coached.
I'm about to say top
program.
teams.
Quentin Johnson is going to be like a top 15 pick.
That
dude's a
receiver
dog.
is nice. I could.
Nah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
crazy as
nice.
fuck.
Bro, y'all just got to respect. If they keep winning, they got 2 more games to win. They're going to
Oh, for sure. But they.
they don't make it past K-State.
They play
again.
Iowa
I
State.
doubt they
Hey,
make it
Iowa,
past K-State
yo,
again.
don't sleep on Iowa State, TC.
They play
I
Iowa
promise
State,
you.
and then it's what's the name? It says TBD.
Yeah,
And then
they're
K-State.
playing.
I'm
K-State.
just trying to see, bro.
Yeah, Kansas-
I'm trying to figure out a scenario where Alabama get back in there. I'm being
So this is the scenario.
Oh,
Stop
this
it.
is the
Stop it.
I'm
scenario.
being a
This is the
fan.
scenario.
Stop it.
TCU loses, USC loses, and then
Michigan.
who's above
Michigan.
them?
Michigan.
Michigan can lose.
I-
It's going to be
I
the
feel like-
4th
I
spot.
feel like-
Alabama's going to have to get the 4th spot.
I feel like the big
And then
boys gotta
LSU
lose because
loses
other
to
than
Georgia.
schools,
That's it.
And Clemson.
I think Ohio State and Michigan
I
both
think
get in this year.
UNC has what
I
it
hate
takes
to
to
see
beat Clemson.
Oh,
I hate
so
to say it.
so it doesn't matter who wins or who loses. They're both gonna make it.
I think both of them make it.
So I think both.
To
of
me,
them
I
make
don't
it.
think
I-
Michigan will make it if we lose. I don't.
Does
I think-
Clemson
I've
start
seen-
creeping back in?
I was doing numbers, and it was going to be 50.
This year's
I think
Clemson team is
ESPN
just
has
not
it.
good.
I think the ESPN has a
I know, but they're
54%
probably
if
gonna win the
Clemson,
ACC.
if Michigan loses, that they still get in.
That's still a good chance. I just don't think we should get in if we lose.
Why?
I'm always like
If
Y'all
it's a
arguing the
game-winning
second
field
one.
goal,
winner
if it's
winner
close-
takes
if
it
it's
all,
close,
bro. Winner takes it all. Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
well,
If it's
Alabama,
27,
Georgia.
yeah, that's true.
Hey Nick, think about this. Do you really think the playoff committee is not going to want a playoff game of the game if, say, Ohio State's a 2 seed and
The only
Michigan's
way
4
if
seed,
Michigan would
they're gonna
beat Georgia, then that
I'm gonna
ain't
keep it
happening.
real with you though. If Alabama go against Georgia, they're gonna get thumped against them though. Alabama
Georgia?
just not- yeah, Alabama not coached good enough.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like that, they commit. To
I think Georgia. I think this is.
as a fan, you want to see could they possibly get it right from week to week. But after you just hindsight look at it, every fucking game they played, they committed absurd amount of penalties. You'll never be able to, and you see like how bad penalties really stain the game, bro. Like,
Bama versus Texas and Tennessee had crazy amount of penalties. Crazy.
Bro. I mean,
that's not like
LSU.
Bama teams. That's
even
not like Bama,
LSU
bro.
Retarded penalties. Just like
they had bad penalties against A&M. That was the only reason why A&M had a chance to win the game.
It's just like you go. I mean, I don't think they disciplined enough. Even if they did get back in the Final Four, I don't think they disciplined enough to beat some of those. Because
this man,
you look at Ohio State, you look at Michigan, you look at Georgia. When it get down to crunch time, they not committing penalties. They not blowing assignments. Like you can say what you want, but I really watched all of these teams now. Since when they get down to crunch time, they not committing bonehead penalties and they not.
And all three of those teams you just said, Alabama, Ohio State, or my bad, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, all have been in close games and at the end somehow squeezed it out.
Yeah,
Bama was in close games and they just ended up losing on the other half.
So of the three that y'all just named, let's just do four, the top four. Who do you think Alabama can beat in a head-to-head match?
TCU.
Maybe.
That's it.
Maybe.
Yeah, just don't do that.
Maybe.
Bro, listen. That offensive coordinator they got over there.
They might beat Michigan.
That's the only other one I was thinking.
I'll probably say the only team they possibly could beat that if they was in the Final Four would be Clemson. That's it.
No, Clemson can literally sneak into the playoffs if USC and TCU lose, bro.
That would be some bullshit.
I know because this Clemson team is not very. This Clemson team is okay. They're a good team. They're not a great team, bro. They're not a.
Was it Notre Dame and Clemson, where Clemson just absolutely demolished Notre Dame? That's what it's going to be like.
Yeah, but now UNC plays. UNC has to play Notre Dame. Hey, UNC plays.
Quick super chat. Forget who win it. Who's getting invited to New York City? We already talked about it a little earlier.
Oh, who's getting invited?
We can go over it one more time.
You want to do three names? Three names?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Nick.
I was going to say Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud, and Blake Corum. But I think one more gets invited.
Those are the three. And I think Drake May will be four because he's already number 5. He was number 5 2 weeks ago.
You think Blake will get the invite on? What's his name? Dawson?
Yeah.
Well,
he's our whole offense.
He's got to play this week.
For sure, he's got to.
So I was telling him was that if you look at him, his numbers and Derrick Henry's Heisman numbers, they're almost identical. Touchdowns, yards per carry, everything is nearly identical. So I think he should get invited, especially if he performs next week. Or this coming weekend.
I wish Bijan had a chance to get invited because
he's just Texas. Texas just lost too many fucking games.
He's been balling, honestly.
Yeah, that's shit crazy. That boy said he finna go talk to his family and talk to God about should he go to the NFL or come back?
Bitch, you're going to the fucking NFL.
Hey, they posted a meme and said, God said, hell yeah, you go to the NFL. He said, I need you on my fantasy team. Like, because Bijan really is like finna be like day one like that. I told everybody Breece Hall was gonna be a monster.
Yeah.
He finna Bijan really finna be something else. And depending on
next fantasy draft, I'm picking up Bijan, bro.
Depending on what team go to, if they use him like Chris Johnson, dog, Jameer gonna be real nice.
Jameer Gibbs, he gonna be
he gonna be something else, bro. Just because how versatile.
There's a rumor that the Ravens want to pick his ass up.
Jameer Gibbs.
They need a receiver. What the Ravens don't understand about they need a receiver.
That's right, yo. Go get a fucking receiver.
Man, they get on my fucking
Go get Tank Dell.
Bro. Matter of fact, before we get too far about it, some came up today where pull this up. I don't know if it's real or not. Might have to check it. But it said, according to allfortennessee.com, it is believed that a large portion of the Tennessee football team quit on the team after a player was suspended over a fight over NIL money. They say linebacker Jeremy Banks was suspended internally after a physical altercation with the backup QB Joe Milton, in which Joe Milton may have broken Banks' jaw.
Damn.
Michigan legend Joe Milton.
They say the altercation was between Banks and Hendon Hooker. And they say that majority of the team like quit over this. So what y'all think about this? And it was over NIL money, like I said. So what y'all think about this?
So a linebacker was arguing with Hendon Hooker about NIL money?
Yeah.
What the fuck does the linebacker think? This is Hendon Hooker. He's gonna get more money than you, bro. I'm sorry.
Why would he get mad about that?
Yeah. And also, why are you getting mad?
That's insurance money as old as Hendon Hooker is.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's his life insurance policy.
I always said that I feel like the NIL shit was it was gonna be tricky because, man, at least what I can remember, ever since I've been playing college football, they always been getting paid. It's like the good players always go get their money, and what you get is what you get. It was just more private. I feel like it always rubbed me the wrong way knowing what the next man get now. Like now it's like,
Mark, is this true? Like is this true? I know Bama said he doesn't know if it is or not, but have you heard this too, Coach Mark? Because that's what he just said in there. He said, I don't think it was over NIL money.
I mean, that's just what the recruits college football say. I don't know, but I just feel like just knowing what somebody get now, that was going to always create some type of beef. Because now, like, say for instance, if you got a receiver and you see a receiver getting let's say $50,000 NIL deal, right? If I'm a walk-on receiver and I strap him up 4 times in a row, I'm talking loud. I'm talking big shit. Oh, this who y'all paying 50 racks to? This who you paying 50 racks to? Let me get my money. You feel me? Like, and then so now it's creating extra tension versus you just knew he was on scholarship and you just know you got to earn a scholarship. You don't know how long, but now the fact that I can visually see like these dudes really get money and I ain't getting no money and I feel like I'm balling, it's going to create some unnecessary tension. You bring up a good point. Why is he tripping? I always say that too because I don't like counting the next man pocket. You get what you get. I don't know what you and Coach talked about. For me, I've seen some teammates have kids, so you don't know what the coaching them in there talking about. For him, I just feel like, bro, that's just weird. But me, myself, personally, I just think the NIL was bad because now you kind of putting young kids like on Front Street. Now somebody know like Bryce making $1 million. You know what I mean? Now you got the little buddy over there coming in $8 million. It's like, oh damn, you know, like
that was one of the reasons I didn't watch the NFL either, just because that's a business at that point. Like, that's what they're looking for. They're working for their money. That's what it is. So now it's kind of the same thing with NIL. You're not going to get teams that or kids that aren't balling, like you want to say Bryce or Hendon Hooker or CJ Stroud. Kids like that, they ain't going to get money like that. You know, and so if they're already a top tier recruit, they're not going to work as hard because they're already getting paid.
I mean, like the problem is like they don't got like it. Yeah, it's a business now because money's getting involved with the players, which is fine. But you don't got an NFLPA to protect these players. You don't got like there's not infrastructure. It's the Wild West. It's always been the Wild West with college football. Yeah, you don't got something protecting the players. That's why like now that we're doing the NIL stuff, let's just get the Power 5 conferences and just do our own thing. Screw the NCAA because this is. I mean it's only going to get worse from here if we don't get some infrastructure or something going on because we know the NCAA ain't going to do nothing.
Yeah, you know the NCAA. I don't know if y'all ever watched that. It was a video on Netflix, though. I can't remember the name of it, but it just talked about NCAA and how they a cash cow, how they basically use the kids for a farm club. They're just a farm club for the NFL and NBA, and they really have no. But it was created out of thin air. Like it was just a non-profit organization. Because the schools used to operate how Tegan was talking about at first. But with that, they had like a real bad corruption. Like people was gambling and all that shit. Kentucky basketball team back in the day. And they said the NCAA just created out of thin air to, I guess, police it. But they get like damn near $21 billion a year, non-profit, non-tax.
That's crazy.
Off of telling other people what to, like they really... That's all their job is. That's all Mark Emmert job. He's just basically telling them making up a bunch of rules. They make up rules and enforce.
The name of the game is don't get caught.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you got to do in college football before NIL. Now it's kind of out in the open, and it's just like, how much can you bend the rules? Yeah. I mean, that's just how it is. How many McDonald's bags can you hand out without them knowing? Shout out Tennessee.
Coach Mark just said this. He said, I think Jeremy has stepped on the Power T logo and he refused to do push-ups as a punishment. That's when Hooker confront. I could see this too because you do got rules like that, like where you can't.
Yeah, I can see a leadership problem there.
Yeah.
Like not saying Hendon Hooker stepped out of line, but he didn't want Hooker telling him what he needed to be doing.
Yeah.
I could see that, and then I could see Milton doing it because he is Hooker's backup and kind of Hendon's his mentor per se.
Oh, prayers up to Hendon Hooker too, bro.
Yeah, matter of fact, we wasn't on the show yesterday though, but prayers up to them young men from Virginia football team.
Oh yeah, bro.
That too.
Prayers up to
that shit kind of hurt me though, because that receiver they had, I didn't realize. I was like, hold on, because I just thought it was like some kids that didn't play. Not that that it would have been less.
That's any different, yeah.
But I was like, whoa, that's the starting receiver, that 6'8" dude. I was like, whoa, like that's so rare that you see, like, I don't know, bro. Like they get mixed up with somebody that's not even on the team no more. I was just like, why is he like around them? I don't know, man. I just feel like, it's more to that story right there. But that shit was crazy. Like that kids that's actually playing, got mixed up. Because I like when you're not playing that season, like you got a little extra time. You might not necessarily have to, travel with the team or whatever. So it's easy to get into, off campus bullshit. But the fact that them boys was playing and they got mixed up, I was just like, damn, dog, like that's just insane, bro. Like I just wanted to know what happened, and why was dude still up? Why are you up there? You know what I'm saying? Like after you graduate, bro, like get on, bro. Like, go about your day, bro. Be. I mean, what are you up there with them? And then, like, on top of that, like, how does it get to a point? Because they say he shot 5 people. 2 of them still recovered. One of them critical. The other one is stable. One of them critical, but 3 was dead. So he shot 5 people, bro. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, what? I don't know what happened. What could happen?
That shit was crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Like, crazy. So
God rest their soul. God rest their soul, bro.
I wonder what. Not saying it should be, taken lightly at all, but I wonder what's going to happen throughout the NCAA when it comes to former players coming to the games or anything like of that matter. I wonder if that's going to change any of that because Mark.
It wasn't a game.
It wasn't a game. They went on like a field trip or something. And then they came back, and that's when they came back, and that's when the accident.
But that's kind of what I'm getting. I wonder if it's going to have any stipulations for that.
No, because I feel like most. Coming. I feel like most players that come back are like players that are relevant.
Yeah.
Like they're not.
It would be too hard to relegate. It would.
Like whenever you see a Bama game, you see like Mark Ingram come back, or
Terrence
like
Cody.
Yeah, some
or
OBJ
handing cash to Jamar Chase.
Exactly, like that was funny as hell. But like exactly, like most players are coming back to watch the game.
Yeah, I think that was just a messed up situation.
Yeah,
it's terrible. Especially them being 20 years old, 19 years old. Awful.
That's just unfortunate, man. Both. But if what Coach Mark was saying about this situation with Jeremy Banks, he should have got his fucking jaw broke. Break it again. Like, rules is rules, man. This is rules.
Rules, I agree.
That shit is discipline. That's why y'all lost in 2 football games because everybody not buying in. It's just little shit like that.
Why'd y'all lose those games?
I told you, garbage ass defensive coordinator, fire Pete Golden bitch ass. Because look, this is what I try to tell you. You cannot tell me that Jordan Battle, who was a top 10 safety last year, also Brian Branch, all them dudes was like top 2 round draft picks. You can arguably say they look worse this year. You cannot tell me you go from first round to worse. Like it's arguable to say they'll probably go day 3, day 2. You know what I mean? Like, so that's just coaching, in my opinion, bro, because you cannot tell me that a defense that made it to a national championship digressed the following year. When in college, you're supposed to get better with time.
That's what I say about
Eli Ricks made crucial mistakes too, though, late in the game.
Them boys, all them DBs except for Kool-Aid is doo-doo. They can't make a play on the ball.
So now Eli Riggs doo-doo.
All of them doo-doo.
That PI he made was a bonehead move. I mean, that PI he made on the right side of the end zone, right there at the end of the game, was a bonehead move. I mean, it was like, what, 3rd down at the point in time? And the ball wasn't even remotely close.
I just feel like
MC Robinson said, "What happened to Will Anderson? He went irrelevant fast."
I ain't gonna say all that.
He's still a first round draft pick. What the
he's
fuck?
Still a top 5 pick.
He's still
a
top 5 pick. Yeah, top 5 definitely.
Him and that guy from I think Carter from Georgia. Them 2 guys need to be the first 2 off the defense for NFL draft. I think.
Yeah.
Pete Golding just puts him in just the worst spot, way worse than he was last year. And I mean, Will Anderson is still him. I wouldn't want to face him any day.
Yeah, he may.
Imagine he goes to the Lions. Imagine he goes to the Lions.
Him and Aiden would be crazy.
Gosh.
Or shit, even the Seahawks
though. I'd hate to see the Lions on defense if that's what happened.
Matter of fact, talk about Georgia and Kentucky squeaked out 16-6.
Damn.
Will Levis is horrible, bro.
Bro, if Kentucky went
he is horrible.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Kentucky went so bad, and they're not even that bad. They should have won that game. Honestly, I think they should have won that game.
So the thing I feel about with Georgia, I feel like, bro, you can't stop. It's tricky because you gotta put an asterisk by it. If you got the athletes to match up with Georgia, you kind of can stop them because I mean it's gonna be difficult because what I'm about to say. All Georgia offense for real is running the ball with all their running backs and Brock Bowers. If you could, that's why I say it's. I know it's easier said than done, but if you could figure out a way to keep Brock in the bottle and force Stetson to make plays, you got a real good chance to beating Georgia because I feel like he good, but he really hide behind that run game, and Brock Bowers is just a fucking.
The thing is though, but they got Brock Bowers the truth though.
The truth. That's what I'm saying.
I think they hide behind
Darnell Washington.
Yeah, of course, that defense.
They must say Darnell Washington and him.
He's a big mofo, bro.
And the thing is, though, they still got Eric Gilbert behind them. That shit is ridiculous.
I completely forgot he was even there, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but yeah, no, they hide behind that defense. That's what it is. I've watched a lot of coverage on Georgia. Everybody talks about how they are. The Georgia's biggest problem when they face these bigger teams is that their offense can become stagnant, where they will produce, and then they get a penalty and they'll go 2 or 3 drives without points. And that's what happens to Georgia's offense. That's why you see a lot of low-scoring games, whereas last year they were just mopping the floor with people. You didn't have a single – it was going to be Alabama and Georgia last year, and everybody knew it. It didn't matter who it was. You knew who was going to be in the championship game, Alabama and Georgia. This year, Georgia, if they become stagnant against these high-powered offenses, it'll be an interesting game. But if they perform and their defense performs, Georgia should win easily all the rest of the way.
Yeah, I definitely see that. It's
Keely Ringo is a him.
Keely Ringo, the best corner in the country.
One of them.
He the best.
That dude's built like a linebacker.
He better than Kool-Aid, bro.
Nah. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was only 2 players this year that showed me they could have played on them older Alabama teams, and that was Kool-Aid and Bryce. Them was the only ones that had that dog in them. Them was the only ones that breathed that dog right there, bro. Them was the only ones that breathed that ball. Kool-Aid, the only DB we had that could turn around and do this right here.
But Keely Ringo, the truth, and he been that.
Keely Ringo was nice. I like Keely Ringo. I like him a lot. He's nice.
He's the one that ended y'all's season last year.
Arizona boy. Nah, sorry. Let's talk about this game though. South Carolina beat the shit.
Yeah,
even though Spencer Rattler, like, he always gets killed and shit like that, I never thought he was that bad.
He has so much talent, bro, but he's either really, really good or really, really, really bad.
So he a boom bust, basically.
Exactly, bro.
Because
he's all the talent in the world, bro.
One NFL team's going to get it.
Bro, I think he has to stay for one more year.
Nah, he got to stay for one more year.
He can go crazy, bro. One more year, he can go.
One more year.
I think he's finding himself.
Yeah,
I think he's finding himself in college.
Bro, if Spencer Rattler beats Clemson this week,
how tall is Spencer Rattler?
Like 6'1" or 6'2".
I think if you give him about like another year, and I think how he performed, how I think he should have been performing, I think he'd be a first one draft.
Bro, he can have a seat.
Spencer Rattler 6'2" though.
He's like 6'1"
stretch.
I don't even think Spencer played great. 438 yards, 6 touchdowns. I mean, great game. But I think they found something in that tight end turned running back was Bell. Bell just gave them a spark that they haven't had all year at the running back position, running the ball over anybody and everybody Tennessee had. I mean, you watch the end of that game, Bell was just
that Tennessee secondary is terrible too.
He was making their DBs and their linebackers. If he got to that second level, it was.
Don't forget they lost their 2 best DBs before the season even started, though.
Yeah, I think Bell is the unsung hero of that game because they had 2 injuries during practice that week. South Carolina did, and Bell came in.
I mean, I told Coach Marks that defense wasn't going to be able to hold up, man. It's too small. It's too small of a defense.
They got. Speaking of new coaches, they got to get a new DC, bro. How you give up 62 points?
Get Pete Golding. Take Pete Golding off our hands.
Jaheim Bell was his name. That's what I'm trying to talk about.
Yeah, dog. Gotta have that dog.
I like that corner for them too, Cam Smith.
Yeah. We talked about him a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Great too. Nice. He's nice.
He's gonna be a first-round pick. I ain't gonna lie.
I appreciate it.
I mean, I don't know why. South Carolina just breeds cornerbacks. They had J.C. Horner, I think 2 years ago.
They had Stephon Gilmore as well.
Yep.
Yeah, J.C. Horner, true. But I was just surprised how bad they just started turning up on them.
Because I was watching the game and it was like 35 something, like maybe 17.
35.
And then No, it was 17, and then Tennessee scored 2 touchdowns, make it 35-31, and then they just went crazy.
Yeah, I saw the score at half. I was like, all right. They having a good game, but Tennessee gonna come back. And then
they got the most underrated
got hurt, and
then
they
just
just started.
bro. We talk about the swamp on. I ain't gonna lie, them LED lights are tough.
South Carolina's a tough place to play.
I'm just trying to tell you, it ain't even that offense is just doo-doo. I try to tell you that shit because first off, it's weird because the receivers line up on the sideline, so you damn near cutting off. You cutting out the deep out, you cutting out the comeback, you cutting out so much stuff, you cutting out the corner. So basically, all you gotta do is just keep all that bullshit in front of you and wrap up. All Alabama did was just run some bullshit. They weren't even running no routes. South Carolina forced them boys to run routes. And what happened? They kept everything in front of them. They couldn't do nothing. And what I
so you basically did Jalen Hyatt get locked up that game?
I wouldn't say he got locked. I'm just talking about the scheme. It ain't even know. I don't even know it's him. He don't run the whole. He don't run the whole route tree. It's the offense. You can't. He got to go out there and run the plays that's called. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Based off of that offense, them lining up so fucking wide, you cut off majority of the routes you can run. So at cornerback, because cornerback is really a guessing and anticipation game. If I'm a smart cornerback, I know if he releases outside, the only thing he's gonna try to do is either run by, slip, come back for a curl, or go deep. So I'm a sit on all of that shit and keep everything in front of me. That's what South Carolina did. That's what a lot of other teams could do with lesser athletes. Like I don't know. I think the niggas is doo-doo. Eli Ricks and all of them. I'm just gonna go ahead and say they fucking doo-doo. Like because it's
that's
other
wild.
teams.
That's crazy how you turn on them. That's crazy.
Wild.
At some point, no, it's not turning. At some point, you just got to be real. You just got to stop.
Nah, you turn.
It's just every week.
I heard you say Kool-Aid and what's the name? Eli Ricks about to be the best cornerback duo in the nation.
And he left Kool-Aid.
And now you talking about he's saying he suck, bro.
Kool-Aid is the only person.
Does they suck or does Pete Golden suck?
But look, Travis, what does Pete Golden have to do with that sideline player? You just playing sometimes that's why I say like DBs, especially corners, sometimes they just go out there and just do whatever they want.
Can I hate to go against you, Bama, but can I ask you who's the DB coach?
I don't know. They need to get rid of Nick Saban.
Saban's the DB
but
coach.
Still though, but I don't think Saban's
like this.
Cool.
I'm just sitting here
my
hands crossed.
The reason why I'm gonna stop. Saban is the DB coach, but I know he be letting Pete Golden call all the plays, man.
That's very true.
He is over there chilling.
He doesn't dabble in either side. He just yells his head off.
I feel like Nick Saban has been a lot more like chilled, like relaxed.
That's what I'm saying.
His coordinator's making the calls.
Thank you, Nick. That's
over the years, I feel like he's getting older too. I feel like he's just,
of course,
of course. You know, he's like 70, bro. He's going.
But I just feel like, bro. I don't know. I just feel like, you know, some got to give, bro.
Hey,
I feel usually Bama defense about to lock up Auburn. That's what they really about to do. Auburn is bad, bro. Auburn is bad.
I'm humble with Alabama now, man. I just hope we go out there and execute and
you know who
and make the easy ones.
Oh, I saw.
Bama, you can agree or you can disagree. Get rid of Pete Golding and go get Will Muschamp.
Alabama. Will Muschamp's a good defensive coach.
He's always like that for
and Saban.
He's just not a head coach.
History together at LSU.
That's right.
They won a championship.
Yeah. I said that. I was also thinking
but he's at Georgia as an analyst. Will Muschamp is.
That's fine. Y'all can steal him.
Yeah, I think he'd come for a defensive coordinator job at Alabama.
I think the real problem with Bama's defense right now is the interior defensive line isn't what it used to be. They don't got a Quinnen Williams like they used to.
I mean,
like you can run the ball up the middle on them.
I just feel like this. Put it this way:
on the outside,
schemes are terrible. That's our
the
problem.
Schemes are horrible.
Because Moody is great. Anderson's great. Dallas Turner is great. I mean, but our schemes, we don't disguise nothing. When we blitz, they call it. The commentators call it before we do it. I mean, we don't disguise anything, and that's what made. If you go back to the 2010 Florida team, that's what made that Brandon Spikes Florida team defense so great. They schemed so well, and that's what you have to do in the SEC. You have to scheme very well. I can't believe y'all let
Drew Sanders walk, bro.
That's fine. Alabama finds they gonna find someone.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's either Drew Sanders or Dallas Turner. Who was you gonna take? Dallas. 6'6".
Dallas.
Yeah, 6'6" freshman. You gotta go with that. He's a sophomore this year. Gotta go with Dallas. It only makes sense.
Even though, in my opinion, I think what he did was at Ole Miss. The way he was acting during that game was very uncalled for. How he was pushing. What was old buddy's name from Ole Miss? The quarterback.
Dark.
Yeah, pushing his face.
Jackson
pushing his face. Yeah, his helmet into the ground after.
That's what I say, man. It's just undisciplined bullshit this year, bro. Undisciplined bullshit.
And that should have been suspension. He should have been suspended.
Even against Texas A&M. You remember it was like 3rd and 10. We stopped Texas A&M, and then Told just come out of nowhere, just blew him up. I'm like, bro, like, are you?
Yeah,
like,
you got to set an example.
What are you on, bro? Like,
you've got to set an example. Even back when we faced Texas, when you could see Will Anderson was blatantly getting frustrated, and went and made 2-3 bonehead flags. As Pete Golden, as the DC, he should have pulled Will right then and made him sit the rest of that quarter as an example to the rest of the defense. Hey, I'm not putting up with it. We're going to play disciplined football. It doesn't matter if you're my star or not. And that's what it should have been. It set an example for the rest of the defense. And
speaking of Ole Miss, is Lane going to Auburn?
No, he come out and made a statement.
Lane is not
Nick Saban need to get back on the phone and make up with Lane and say, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Lane ain't going for a demotion, bro.
I'm a bitch. Come back over here, run this offense, and let's just make up. And then you can get the job, you know, when I get ready to retire.
Hey, Bama, question. So
I think Cadillac's going to get that job.
Honestly, that's close. But if you're Auburn, do you want Deion Sanders or do you want Lane Kiffin?
If I'm Alabama, I want Deion Sanders.
I mean, I don't think Deion.
Nah, if you're Auburn.
If I'm Auburn, I don't give a fuck. How about they just close that school down or go to NAI or some shit? I don't give a fuck about Auburn.
I think Cadillac's
same team that went to 4 overtimes with you.
You think Cadillac's going to be hired for it?
Hey, that's actually fire though. That Cadillac Williams was the coach over there, and they started
winning. A legend at Auburn.
Yes.
Have you watched the film of those players on the sideline with Cadillac Williams as their head coach? They believe. This game against Alabama is going to be nasty. It's going to be dangerous.
It could be a Dabo Sweeney situation.
Most definitely.
With Alabama?
It could easily turn into for Auburn. It could turn into a Dabo situation the same way that he came up.
All right, before we get into rivalry week games,
I hate that word. Just so you know.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had to say it, not me.
$1 million question for you guys in a who would win versus all time.
I like this.
Oh,
right.
okay.
All time?
I got the 04-05 USC offense.
Oh, man.
Versus 2001 Miami Hurricanes.
Miami Hurricanes.
The Miami
Hurricanes. The U.
That's the Miami Hurricanes next.
Miami Hurricanes.
And what offense could possibly beat them? Because I got a few offense I think that could beat
2019 LSU.
LSU's
yeah,
right there.
I would most definitely say LSU.
No, I would say LSU because of how the way Joe Brady had us that year. Plus, we had the talent. But like that team, that team, like that's like I think that's the greatest team ever.
Who?
Like that 01 to 2001.
Oh yeah. They're fun.
Like I'm saying, though, like there's not that many offense that's stopping them. Yeah. And maybe I'll give you
2020
maybe 2020.
Yeah, 2020 Bama was crazy because they did have Sark, they had the coaches, they had the court, they had everything.
Are those games? I think it would be. You think 2011 Florida with Percy Harvin,
2008, 2009?
No. Yeah.
I can't know.
Because 2011 was crazy.
They would have hurt Tebow.
That offense was crazy though.
It was crazy.
It was nasty. You got Aaron Hernandez coming.
I think they would shut down that power shit with Tebow though. I think they would shut down that power shit with Tebow. Because you had,
but Tebow wasn't running. I mean, he was, but he wasn't. He was running out of the pass a lot.
And I feel like
01 Miami's too fucking good, bro.
Like it's just like I just feel like the 2001 Miami.
Also, I think
they're the 95-96 Bulls, man. They're different.
They're
crazy.
I don't know, man. I don't see how they can stop USC run game. It'll be interesting to me.
What you mean? Don't they have Vince Wilfork? Don't they have Vince Wilfork in the middle?
They have like Brian McKinney. I'm good.
I get what you're saying, but
they had like Jonathan Vilma.
Now Reggie Bush gonna get something.
Yeah, Reggie Bush gonna ball. They gonna ball, but like, come on.
People can say what they want. I don't know if we have West Coast viewers, but I'm finna keep it real with y'all. He was the only reason West Coast really got respect for having skill players. We thought y'all was only quarterbacks out here, bro. If it wasn't for Reggie Bush, we would just still remember the Titans. I'm so serious.
Yeah, Sean Taylor.
Ed Reed.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. I like to see it though. I think Reggie would have got busy on them though.
I think Sean Taylor got one good hit. Kind of
Sean Taylor would have.
I would have liked to see Sean Taylor and Lindell White go at it. That would have been.
Yeah, that would have been.
That's what I'm saying. That would have been. And I feel
Dwayne Jarrett and receiver.
Which quarterback was there? Was it Carson or Matt Leinart?
Oh,
it was Leinart.
Matt Leinart.
Yeah, it was Leinart.
The lefty.
And then they still who they had a receiver. They had
Steve Smith, Dwayne Jarrett.
Dwayne Jarrett.
I remember Dwayne Jarrett.
They got Taylor Mays. They had Taylor Mays.
They had the other Mike Williams.
The other Mike Williams. Yeah. They had some.
You're talking about 2001, right?
I'm talking about for USC. Yeah, for
USC. 04.
Yeah, because I think they had like Antrell, Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, Philip Buchanan. They had like Jonathan Vilma, DJ Williams. Red defense was
they was stacked. Speaking of that, what is Miami missing, dog? Like they are losing the middle.
Now,
could you see that? Could you
bro.
picture that team losing the Middle Tennessee State?
Yo, can you imagine that exact same team watching them lose? Like they're all just watching the game together and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
They should have went back to back and they got robbed. Ohio State.
Yeah, but they don't like to say they got robbed. But continue.
Facts.
what's your next one there? You got Bama.
Facts. What's the next one?
All right, man. We're talking about rivalry week now. The week that you hate. And we finna just go ahead and get into it because Georgia's playing Georgia Tech. We already know they finna.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I think Georgia gonna win. But
I think Georgia gonna put up 50. I can't even lie.
I hope no fights. Just like remember that shit happened last year with
George Pickens. Yeah, he was fighting, bro. That was funny.
Yeah,
Michigan versus Ohio.
Oh man, the game of the year.
Hey, can I address something? Where is oh buddy, what's his name?
J-Rob.
J-Rob.
Yeah, where's he at?
Man, J-Rob ducking.
Where's the Letterman's jacket at?
Man, J-Rob knows what's about to happen.
Yeah, J-Rob be ducking, man.
Yeah, this would be the week for y'all too. I'd love to see that. We need an Auburn fan up here.
I gotta go with it.
Talk to me, Nick.
Oh, we're gonna win. You know why we're gonna win? Because ain't no one believing us. That's why we gonna win.
Hey, Nick. No one believed in y'all, but God did. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know if y'all got a corner that can start Marvin Harrison, bro.
Hey,
no one stopping Marvin Harrison.
We didn't have a corner last year to start Garrett Wilson, Olave, or Jackson Smith and Jr.
Y'all got to
what's the weather going to be?
The weather currently looks like 80% chance of rain.
Oh, that's going to be clutch for y'all. That's clutch.
The ball. You have to be able to run the ball.
Nick,
that's
I hate
the
to
key.
say it,
Y'all
bro.
have to be able to run the ball.
But don't pick us. I don't want anyone else to pick us.
MH2 better than all them receivers, though. And the crazy thing about it...
You think he already better than Garrett Wilson? And like Chris Olave?
Oh, hell.
Chris Olave about to win the Rookie of the Year.
I mean, coming out of college, I'm going to take Marvin Harrison over.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about right now, Marvin.
6'4", 220.
He not even draft eligible.
He's a sophomore. And the crazy thing about it, they really he is crunch time.
I got a question. What happens if Michigan wins?
No, I'm not.
No.
Y'all make it to the playoff.
What is it for CJ Stroud, bro? What is his legacy?
I tell you this. I've been saying this. Between Bryce and CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is going to have to go to a team that's kind of already set up for him. He's going to have everything picture perfect. He's not going to be one of them quarterbacks that can turn a shit franchise around, if that makes sense. He's going to have to kind of already go in like a Mac Jones situation where it's already kind of a foundation already there.
He needs to go to Seattle.
I don't know if he need to go to Seattle. Bryce might have to go to Seattle.
I can't lie. Marley Coldblur, JSN ain't playing, bro. Bro hasn't played all year, and every time he tries to come back, he re-injures his hamstring. He ain't playing.
But then again, you might be right, Tegan. He might go to Seattle, and Bryce really might have to go to Texas, bro.
You know his legacy would be he'd be the first quarterback to lose back-to-back to Michigan since 2000. That would be his legacy.
Hey Nick, what's a spread? What's the spread for the
Ohio
game?
State's favored by 7. Ohio State's favored by 7.5.
Yeah, give me Ohio State 2 touchdowns next.
Speaking of Ohio State 2 touchdowns, you guys can also bet that in the Lucre app. It is a site. Use code Players Choice. Get you $5 towards any bet. You can set that up yourself this week for the game. Mess with that. Like I said,
amazing plug.
Amazing plug. You know, I'm always plugging everybody.
Hey, that was smooth.
I'm like Players Choice #1 plug, but I don't get no credit for the plugs. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing plug.
You get credit for the catnip. That's what you get.
Hey, I do be on that job though.
You know a guy named Jakari Robinson by chance?
You said what?
You know a guy by the name of Jakari Robinson played for Cincinnati?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to school with him in high school.
That's crazy.
That's my guy. Like that's legit my guy.
Yeah, I've heard of it, bro.
I meant to ask you that before the show.
Yeah, I've heard of it, bro. Damn, I wish we could have played in. I can't. Damn, we had a disappointing season and shit, but I ain't tripping though.
South Carolina versus Clemson. Ooh,
Trap again.
When I look at the spread is too much for me.
Clemson 14.5.
Give me South Carolina plus 14.5, bro. There's no way Clemson can't score.
Is
the
it at
ball.
home or Death Valley?
It's in Death Valley. It's in Death Valley, but Clemson can't score the ball. Bro.
Are you calling it as a outright win, or are you saying
no? South Carolina's gonna cover. They'll lose
I think
by like
Spencer Rattler about to have another
Clemson money line.
I think if Bell is at running back again, I don't think Clemson has the offense.
Because right now South Carolina thinks they can beat the shit out of Clemson, bro. After what they did to Tennessee.
After what they did to Tennessee, bro,
they believe they can put it.
Bro, did you hear that?
They got the momentum though.
Yeah, like, did you hear how that coach was talking? Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I like Coach Beamer. I would have played for South Carolina after how he was talking. Like, seriously, like
give me South Carolina about 10. Give me South Carolina about 10.
They're gonna win.
Rivalry.
Yeah. Oh man, give me plus 14 and
an outright win. I'm a bet
14 and Clemson's not
money line.
Clemson's not beating them by 15, bro. Ain't no way.
How much was Tennessee supposed to beat South Carolina by?
22.
Okay, and they lost by more than that.
They lost by like 30.
Yeah, almost.
I don't know how A&M was
23.
favored 28 on UMass when we haven't scored 30 points all year.
Really?
I
need A&M to beat LSU Saturday.
It's not happening.
I'm going to that game.
Tegan, I want you to take a picture of how many people are at that game.
Oh my God, they had like 47 people out there.
Versus UMass, they had nobody there.
Who wants to go see UMass versus A&M at 11 a.m. in 30-degree weather?
That's fire. 30-degree weather in Texas. That's fire.
I guarantee you,
Tegan.
If y'all were 9-1, in that game,
you would have been there. Your ass would have been there.
It would have been there. It would have been a packed house. It would have been a packed house.
LSU game. Let me live.
Tegan is my boy Devin Harris still suspended?
Yeah, I think he in the transfer portal with Chris Marshall.
Is that the
dude that's driving y'all around? Lose them? That's gonna be a big ass loss.
Hey, but as long as we keep Evan Stewart, man,
he's so cold. He's so
cold. Like Denver, that's my boy. Like, and he really liked
bro. I fuck with Denver so heavy. I don't know why he went on live like that, man. He just did a couple things that were like.
Like was he the dude in the parking lot?
Yeah, he was in the parking lot.
Yeah, that was Denver.
That was so dumb, bro. That was so.
And not the see. Okay. I won't get into my old A&M spiel and what they got to fix this offseason because there's plenty of shows to talk about that.
Yeah,
just keep as many of those guys in the transfer portal. I know. I mean, I want them to hire Dan Mullen for the offensive coordinator or somebody. Go poach the guy from TCU.
Run an offense, bro. Dan Mullen can run
an offense.
I don't see Dan Mullen taking the offensive coordinator job after being
money, man.
I just don't see him taking it.
No, but you got to think, though, if he goes to A&M and they go fucking crazy, he'll get a head coaching job again.
The way that Josh Pate
Florida.
said
I don't understand this narrative where he did bad in Florida. He didn't do bad in Florida. He went to 2 SEC championship games in 4 years.
Florida fans are too outrageous.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't do bad in Florida.
Florida wants to be on Georgia's level, and that's just.
If I'm Auburn, I go pick up Dan Mullen if I can't get nobody else. That's my other pick. If I'm Auburn, Dan Mullen can run offense easy.
Well, the problem with Auburn is they should have never got rid of Gus Malzahn.
They were never winning anything.
But Gus Malzahn is the only coach that beat Saban 3 times.
Yeah,
but that's not. I mean, that's great for Ronald.
For Auburn, that means everything, though. That means everything for Auburn.
But they're tired. If you look at their
tired.
Nick, you're being gross. Because one of the times was the kick 6, bro.
And you know how much that meant to them that year.
Meant so much that they went and pissed the bed in the fucking national championship.
Man, that's because your boy James was there.
The state of Alabama had a chance to have the national title in the state for 5 years straight, and they pissed the bed, man.
Bro,
they pissed the damn bed.
I was Travis Benjamin and
Travis Bishop, Jameis.
Yeah,
Dalvin Cook, Jalen Ramsey,
Calvin Benjamin,
Derwin James.
Yeah, bro, what are y'all talking about? Auburn wasn't winning that game.
That was it. But I mean, Auburn was
they were in the driver's seat all year.
They was undefeated. They had the running back. It came down to the running back. Trey Mason. Nick Marshall.
He's from Florida. Yeah.
Nick Marshall was but Trey Mason was cold.
Nick Marshall was just a super freaky athlete.
They ran the triple option, so that was deadly for what they did over there. They run a
shot. It like they weren't in that game, man. They were down to one play.
They ran a lot of Chip Kelly RPOs.
Yeah, they did. That's what made
they would have a read option and then throw the bubble off of it.
Disgusting.
I mean, it's not really a read. It's a triple option, like because Nick Marshall's a fucking running back. That's why that shit, like at the end, it's like a little pop pass. It's not even like an RPO. It's like a little. That shit's fucking cheap. Like I said,
the way he underthrew that ball against Georgia.
College is just, you can manipulate the offense so fucking bad. That's why the NFL is a lot more complex because you only can have 6 people on the line of scrimmage. You can't cover people up. You got to be this certain amount of time inside this space, right? That shit just fucking boils my blood, bro, because that shit is low-key cheating, man. Like that, like when you can manipulate offenses like that. But if you got the athletes to do it, bro, fuck it. Why not?
I mean, Zach Calzada beat Alabama. Anything can happen.
Okay, there you go. There he got to get nasty in there. You got to get some nasty shit in there one time. Huh?
He's like the fourth string at Auburn.
TCU at Iowa. Iowa State at TCU. Who y'all got now? I know Iowa State. Iowa State is 4-7, but I really feel like that might be a trap game because Iowa State.
I don't think there's perfect season ends there. I think K-State gets their revenge in the conference championship game. I think that's where TCU's loss comes.
Y'all about to say, do y'all think what's his name that TCU pulled like the shit that Oklahoma still pulled back in the day with Justin Blackman and Michelle? I don't think it's about to happen this year with TCU.
If they do, Iowa State will be forever the upset team. Bro.
Because I remember when that shit happened.
They've done it before.
Because that Iowa State team wasn't very good either.
I'm about to say no, and that coach I think
I was 2011, right?
Underrated.
Hey,
coach now is very underrated.
Hey, I learned my lesson with Andy Dalton. I am not betting against redhead quarterbacks at TCU. I'm tired of doing it. They're gonna go undefeated. Go Froggies. I don't care. I'm tired of losing money.
As long as Teagan is going for them, they will lose eventually.
Yeah, that Iowa State team was 6-7.
Notre Dame versus USC. Who y'all got? Why? I'm going Notre Dame. I'm going against everybody because I'm a fan, bro.
I'm going because you want Bama to get back in the.
I just at least just let me see us get the shit beat out of us by Georgia, and then I'll be able to just.
Bro, y'all ain't getting in, bro.
I'll be able to go to sleep in peace.
I don't even think this is. I really think that USC, like, I'm not gonna say like a statement game, but they might beat their ass type shit. But I like Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame. But I think
I like Marcus Freeman too. I think
Caleb Williams.
I think Caleb Williams.
I like that.
USC's offense is too good, bro.
Unfortunately, I think USC's
Notre Dame's offense
is one of them teams that I just can't stand. Almost more than Auburn. I just can't stand USC. I don't know why.
This feels like a Caleb Williams Heisman game moment. This feels like
that's what I'm saying.
We're waiting for someone to pop up for the Heisman. They got to have that game. They got to have that 5 touchdowns.
This is one of those years. There's just no.
Someone's got to step up and have their moment, and this is Caleb.
Yeah, there's no front runner. I've not seen a front runner really yet. Blake Corum's play impressed me the most out of everybody.
Corum's going to have to go for like 250 yards against Ohio State win to get the Heisman.
If he does that, it's raps if he ran for 250, bro.
Yeah, I think.
Hey, with Caleb Williams, y'all saw that throw on the left side where he's rolling out.
Bro, he's crazy, bro. He is crazy.
That was nasty. God damn.
Besides Bryce Young, Caleb Williams has that like ability to just take over the game, bro. He just do.
Let's see what game here. Oh, LSU versus Texas A&M.
Man, LSU, what the fuck?
I'm going Texas A&M. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Yo, man,
hey, get him out.
This ain't no trap.
Connor Wigman, let's go, baby.
In Texas A&M, we trust.
Bro, hey, real talk though,
you don't even believe that.
Y'all realize how many injuries this? Like, did y'all see the screenshot of like the players that are inactive due to suspension or injuries? This team's
that's y'all fault,
breaking
bro.
my heart. The injuries are our fault.
Not yet. I'm talking about the suspension and shit. Like,
yeah, but real talk.
Yeah, that's just for being stupid.
Fire the offensive line head coach. Fire the damn defensive coordinator that runs 3 down linemen when we got 6 5-stars on there. Man, just hire an offensive coordinator for God's sake. Give him a $100 million contract and another fake national title. I don't give a shit. Just do something this goddamn offseason. Hell, fuck.
Tegan, the thing is, you gotta lower your expectations.
I would have settled with.
Listen. You're not listening. Bro, you can't. Listen.
They're not even bowl eligible.
That's what I'm saying. You're not even bowl eligible, and you're talking about national championship.
A&M's not bowl eligible.
No, they're 4-7, bro.
This thing was talking about some 9-1 this year. Y'all niggas not even bowl eligible.
They're 4-7. They're 4-7.
What about Oregon?
I want to go home.
That's gonna be.
I'm tired of it.
I mean, hey,
the spread's 3 points.
Oh, Oregon State. Hey, don't sleep on Oregon State, bro. The game's at Oregon State too, right? Give me Oregon State.
They pushed USC around for 3 quarters and then they handed them the win.
They did.
You know what?
What about this game? Because I'm trying to tell y'all.
Hold on, let me say it. Let me just get this out. This is my factor. Bo Nix will choke. It happens every time in a big game.
Okay, we'll see. Last time everyone went against Bo Nix, he went out there and smacked too. UCLA, hey, let's see Bo Nix.
Hey, Trent, can I ask you a quick question real quick?
Yeah,
against A&M, how many sacks is Harold Perkins finna have? I'm guessing like 5. I'm guessing at least 5. Harold Perkins burned A&M's. When he committed, he burned A&M's hat on Instagram Live. He hates A&M, bro. He's going to go. Our offensive line's terrible, bro. We lost 3 All-Americans to season-ending injuries. He's finna have a feast, dog. It's terrible.
Hey, Bama, who you got? Mississippi State or Ole Miss on Thanksgiving? The Egg Bowl.
That's tough. I'm gonna go Ole Miss. I like Lane.
Where is it?
I like Lane. I think it's at Ole Miss. Let me check.
I think Ole Miss is distracted right now, even though their running back's a dog.
This is the game I want to ask y'all about, though, and I think that, oh, man, it might be another barn burner, especially after everything that happened. Tennessee versus Vanderbilt.
Hey, don't sleep on it. It's at Ole Miss. Don't sleep on Vanderbilt, yo.
Ooh,
I'm telling you.
Hey, don't remember at the beginning of the season when I was saying don't sleep on Vanderbilt?
Listen.
You remember this, Nick. You remember
Tegan,
that.
when was the last time Vanderbilt made a bowl game?
Vanderbilt's got a better record than Texas A&M, bro. They got more SEC wins.
If they beat Tennessee, they're in a bowl, bro. They're going to play this game like it's the Super Bowl, and Tennessee doesn't have Hendon Hooker, bro.
They got the next Cam Newton, though. They got Joe Milton.
Hold on, you want me, the Michigan fan, to believe in Joe Milton, who was awful for us? Hell no, Vanderbilt winning. Sorry, Coach Mark, y'all losing. Vanderbilt beat that.
Is he not the next Cam Newton?
And Coach Mark going to be there to watch his team lose.
That's tough. Vandy.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Vandy is coming.
Vandy might have to use another season to go to a bowl. I got Tennessee winning.
Oh man, Vandy.
Yeah, I'm with Trent.
Oh man,
I'm with Trent. I just don't see Tennessee losing.
I just don't see Tennessee losing to Vandy, bro. It's Vandy.
I don't either.
Hey, Florida lost to Vandy, so.
And that's some bullshit.
I think it's in Tennessee, and I think that's senior.
No, it's at Vandy. It's at Vandy.
It's at Vandy. Yeah,
Vandy.
In Nashville.
I mean, it's pretty much a home game for Tennessee.
I'm still picking Tennessee.
Hey, don't sleep, man. No Hendon Hooker. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna go to bed. That's how confident I am in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that burnt orange.
That has been another episode, guys. We'll see y'all next week. We out.
Michigan 27, Ohio State 26.
Peace.
See y'all guys.
Hey.